Hey guys, I'm gonna get some more coffee. Hi, look at this. I don't know why I would keep my glasses on. Look at this. It says Dutchess on the top. Alright, I'm gonna get more coffee. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I need to wash my glasses too because I just got them all weird from the mess. I'm coming, just getting coffee. If you're wondering where I am, just getting coffee. Hi. What's up, Yagmer? Hi, Maria. Thank you for saying it's badass. What's up, guys? How are you doing this morning? Hi. Love you. Miss your readings. Hope you're doing okay. I am. Thank you. I know I gotta get another reading out. But I do have to set some boundaries. Excuse me. Good morning. Burps in face. Alright, so I guess I'll say a prayer, set our intentions, and then we'll get into what I want to talk about. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Bio, Ron, God, Source, I humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and all those watching. And I first of all just say thank you for everything that you bless us with in our lives. And I just ask please that you move through me, move through my words and my actions, and let all of this come from the source from which all things come, from the highest level of source from which all things come, the Akashic Records. And please just let me get my point across in a kind, palatable way that's easy to understand. Amun Ra, Ashe Namaste, by the power of three, Samotive Be always works, always a blessing. Okay, so nobody's really awake at this time, maybe, I don't know. But I wanted to talk about something important. So, group spell workings. People who have been in my group spell workings before, or even if you buy a reading from me, or you buy like past life reading, whatever it is, like in the description for group spell work, it says live times are subject to change, because when you are doing this group spell working, I'm just picking a time to put it on my website. That's not the fucking time that the spell work is gonna be. I'm making these spells 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance sometimes. I don't know what the fuck my day is gonna look like, and more often than not, I spend the entire day running around doing shit for the spell. So I'm just very offended right now because I've been getting some new clients and most of them have been cool, but I did have a client, because I didn't give them the link the exact moment they wanted the link, and I didn't email them back immediately. I want you to think about that. There's one of me. There is one of me. And there was at least how many people signed up? Probably almost 50 people who signed up for the Lionsgate portal working. And if I'm running around all day, actually all week, I was preparing for that spell all week. If I'm running around all week and it takes me a couple hours to get back to you, what the fuck? Of course it's going to. I'm juggling all these clients and there's only one of me. And you know, I am angry and I'm offended. And if there's something you should know about me, it's that my baseline emotion is pretty much offended. Because it's like, I don't know. I'm just someone who gets very easily offended. And so I actually had somebody for the first time, a new client, of course, for the first time ever in 3 years, like, dispute their payment to me. I have a huge fucking problem with this. Because if you don't fucking trust me to provide you with the service that you bought, why the fuck are you buying a spell with me? That's rule number one. If you don't trust somebody enough to even give you what you paid for, do not fucking book a spell with them. Why would you put your energy and your soul in someone's hands who you don't trust? Like, it's just so fucking offensive. Never in 3 years have I ever been disputed, and the reason being I didn't get what I paid for. Do you think I would be doing fucking group spell workings month after month after month if people just weren't getting what they paid for? Do you think I would have a successful Botanica if people just weren't getting what they paid for? Do you think I would have a successful reading? That's the other thing. Your readings, guys, fucking read the description. Like, I'm sorry I'm being angry, but it's like, sometimes I get these new okay, here's my issue. The energy is desperate. Nobody likes desperate energy. Nobody. You wondering why your man hasn't come back? Because you're desperate. You're wondering why that job opportunity hasn't opened up? Because you're desperate with no faith. You know what the fuck the universe doesn't like? Someone who's desperate with no faith. You know the exact way to not have your manifestations come into fruition? To have fucking no faith. To have no faith, no gratitude, and to be desperate. It's just, it's not a good way. It's not a good way to do spell work. It's not a good way to manifest. You want to have faith and you want to not be desperate. And when you're getting these readings from me, it literally says in the description, you will get your link within 24 hours of your reading time. Now, when I had COVID, when I was having family emergencies, I would text people or email people and be like, look, like, you're not getting your reading within 24 hours. And that's only, like I said, under extenuating circumstances. If I'm sick, if there's a family emergency, if sometimes I wake up and I'm tired as hell and I don't want to give you a shit reading because I'm tired for whatever reason. So I'd rather just do your reading the next day when I first wake up and I have all this energy than give you a bad reading. So it's like, when you're, guys, I guess what I'm saying is when you're working with a spiritualist, show them some fucking grace. And when you're working with a small business owner, show them some grace. Sorry, guys, I'm just like spewing. I love you too. Thanks for saying I'm your favorite. The fuck? So odd, really. Hope your family is doing fine. Yeah, I'm good, Yagmer. Thank you. But it's just like, it blows my mind. Like I said, in 3 years of being open for business, mind you, this client got the link twice. I sent the link, so it's not even like they didn't get it. And I can see on my website when people receive it and have opened it through email. I can see that. So it's like, this is me setting, and now this person is not going to be allowed to participate in other group spell workings or buy stuff from my Botanica or anything like that. Like, I literally feel like Shireen right now. Like, I feel like Arabian Conjure coming on here to be like, look, like, I'm setting a hard boundary. Like, she literally has a do not read list. She has a do not do spell work for list. Because people will really be out here acting. That's another thing I have a problem with. Because I didn't email you back in 5 minutes. Like, you're paying me for a service, but I'm not your fucking slave. For what? For $20? That's the other thing. I make these spells super cheap to allow people who are in a tough financial situation to be able to participate. Do you want to ruin it for everybody? Because it's nobody who spent the $100 on the skull. I didn't get a single complaint from any of them. And they've paid me $100 for that working. Yet someone who paid $20 can't give me fucking 5 minutes to email back and create the link when I've been running around all day. That was a courtesy. That was a kindness. That was a gift. That was a charity for me to do the $20 group. Like I said, it's going to get ruined for everyone because just like with the fucking fire ceremony, how all my group spell workings used to be live until somebody had to ruin it for everyone else. Like, if there's something to know about me is that I don't feel like, I'm literally SpongeBob when SpongeBob is like, I don't feel like it. That's me. If you're going to give me a hard time, I will be so giving and I will give and give and give for very little in return. But as soon as it crosses this line of like, whoa, like you pushed me over the edge, then I don't want to do it. If it's going to make my life harder, why would I do it? For fucking $20? It's literally hilarious. That was a courtesy so that because I wasn't going to make it a public live, that was a courtesy that if you didn't have much, you could join. Please don't apologize for voicing your concerns. Energy work is exhausting. It's so important to replenish yourself. Yeah, thank you. And, you know, I have like the best fucking clients. The thing is though, I'm starting to get new clients. Most of my clients have been rocking with me for the last fucking 3 years. That's how you know what I do is real and that it works and that it's really good because all my clients are return clients. So it's like I haven't really, and recently I'm very blessed to be opening up and catching new clients and meeting new people. But it's like if you're going to work with me, you need to understand that I'm not going to email you back right away. I'm not. That's just not who I am. I'm not going to do it. I've got a fucking phone full of texts. I don't even fucking text my mom back sometimes because I'm so overwhelmed with all the forms of communication. I've got my website email. I've got my regular business email. I've got my Instagram DMs, 2 Instagrams full of DMs. I've got plus my personal life and my family and everything. So it's like if you're going to work with me, you need to know you are not going to get an immediate email back. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. And when I am able to expand and hire somebody to take care of my emails, then you will have that experience. But for now, not gonna happen. 2, live times are always subject to change. I don't give a fuck what time I put on my website. The spell is probably not happening at that time. Until you get the link with the live, it's not gonna happen. And 3, this just goes for any small business. Don't fucking dispute something before actually speaking to the owner. Give them at least 24 hours. Like, this person disputed me within a couple hours. And then still got the link and then still got to do the spell. I can tell you my spirits are not going to take kindly to that shit. Was it worth it? Why wouldn't you if you have a small business, I would say give them the benefit of the doubt for at least 24 to 48 hours. Because a lot of us are out here literally winging it, doing it all on our own. I'm a fucking one-woman show. I know there are a lot of others. So that's the etiquette I'm saying. And the other thing I'm saying too is don't fucking sign up for the spell if you don't trust me. So fucking offensive. Why would you allow me to hold your energy, to touch your energy, to literally have your soul in my hands if you don't even trust that you're going to get a link? Why the fuck would you let me touch your soul? And that's just good advice. That's just good. Don't be letting anybody touch your soul like that you don't fully trust. And like I was saying in the beginning, desperation and a lack of faith, you're coming in with that deceptive, sneaky energy, that's all you're going to get back. If you're thinking, oh, Dutchess is going to fucking take advantage of me, then that's the energy you're putting into your spell work. And that's what you're gonna get back. You be sneaky and fucking report something and say you didn't get what you paid for when you got exactly what you paid for and more. That's what you're gonna get back. Deception and thievery. You're a thief. It's just annoying. Wow, I watched the previous live minutes ago and wished I could catch the next one. Then refreshed YouTube and here we are. Sweet! Thanks for catching me. Sorry I'm like yelling about stuff. Not everyone's worthy of blessings. Don't skip taking care of yourself, girly. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say because, you know, we have 3 more group spell workings coming up. We've got a beauty spell, a love spell, which I already know everyone's going to come out of the fucking woodwork for that one. And I just don't need people up my fucking ass about this or that when you need to just sit still and let me fucking do my job. How can I do my job if you won't fucking let me? Like, but so I know the love spell people are gonna come out, and we're doing another call me spell. The last call me spell has been fucking slapping, dude. Like, I've been getting people back together left and right. I've been getting people closure left and right. That fucking call me spell has been slapping, so we're doing another one. And I know people are finna come out of the woodwork for that one too, and it's like, I'm just asking for some fucking faith and kindness. That's it. That's why I had to say that. But so, now we're gonna talk about, my potions for this month. How are you guys doing, by the way? How are you guys? Not that many people awake right now. Alright, well the chat's not, how was your date? My date was good, but I think he was a douche. Let me get my fan because I'm hot. My date was good, but he also offended me. Like I said, my baseline emotion is just to be offended. He just wouldn't stop touching me. He just was like all over me all night and like literally was like, even before I got there, he was like, oh, like talking about like fucking like hooking up and shit. And I was like, slow down. Like, I don't know you. I don't fucking know you, man. Like, he called me loud. I'd be like talking to him during the fucking, I want to block him, but like I deleted our texts, and so you can't like, iPhone is so fucking stupid, you can't fucking block someone unless you like text them first or they text you first. But yeah, he called me loud. He was like, I think you're gonna piss off because we went to the drive-ins, he's like, I think you're gonna piss off the people around us because you're really loud. And I was like, bitch, I'm Italian. What'd you think? And then he also, I was like talking to him about something deep. I was talking to him about quantum physics, and he was like, shh, 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 the movie's playing. And I was like, just so rude. And then he kept going like this to my knee, like pushing hard on my knee like that. And I don't even fucking like being touched. Like, I don't like being touched. I don't let people touch me. And I was like, I don't like that. I don't like that you're doing that. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, no, I don't like that. Don't touch me like that. So then he starts going like this, like really fast. He just touched me all night. I don't like being touched. He was like rubbing, like he was just going like this for like fucking like 40 minutes. And I was like, I need to rip off my skin. I hated it. I hated it, and he just tried to literally make out with me and like grab me all night. It was just nasty. It felt, and then this man has the nerve to be like, hey, like, I could tell he was really falling for me, so I told him like, don't fall for me, I'm not emotionally available, and like told him what I just went through, which was really fucked up, and was basically just like, yeah, like this, I basically was like, yeah, this isn't gonna work, don't get attached. And then I was just not going to talk to him anymore. And then, like, I was genuinely just planning on ghosting him. And then he texts me and he's like, yeah, I want you to know, like, this isn't going to work out. And I don't want to lead you on and I don't want to use you for sex. And I was so offended because I was like, first of all, who even said I like you for you to lead me on? I don't even like you. There were so many red flags. He was like, the whole time he was just like distracted. Like, he's like telling me don't talk. But then he's like rummaging through the car, being all distracted and being like, oh, it's my ADD. Like, literally was like, everything was like blamed on his ADD. And, but then, like, I really got the impression he thought he was smarter and better than me. Like, and he kept being like, oh, like, that's cute when I'd, like, talk about spirituality. Like, he'd be like, that's cute. Like, I just hated him. I actually hated him. And he's, like, fucking 4 years younger than me, and he kept acting smarter and better than me. And I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking 30-year-old woman. Don't talk to me like that, you know? Like, it wasn't good. I mean, it was good. No, it was fine. Like, it was a good experience, but I had no interest in a second date. And it was just very offensive that he would, like, the fact that it's even, like, in your mind to be like, I don't want to use you for sex. Like, why would you even say that? Why would you even think that? That's disgusting. You're a predator. Like, if you're looking at someone and being like, I could probably use you for sex, you're a predator. And also you're underestimating me because I would never. Also, you're overestimating yourself because you're not that fucking good looking. Like, or nice. It was one of the, I was saying this last night, he was one of those nice guys that's just not very fucking nice. That, like, pretends like they're nice and acts like they're nice and is like, why don't girls want to date me? And it's like, because you literally called me loud and stupid. That's why girls don't want to fucking date you, dude. Another rant. Good morning, Julie. It was very lame and very rude. The movie sucked. I hated it. It was Nope. I don't fucking like movies where the aliens are the bad guys. I get enough of that. I get enough of fucking bad guy aliens around me. I don't want to fucking watch a movie where there's a bad guy alien. I want to watch a movie where there's it was also very disempowering. Like, Nope was very disempowering because it was like, if there's an alien that's trying to abduct you, this is good advice, guys. If there's an alien that's trying to abduct you or a spirit that's harassing you, all you have to say is, I do not consent. Like, if you watch the story, I posted, like, the story time about almost getting abducted. It's here on my channel. I literally was so scared, and I was like, I do not consent. Like, go away, go away, go away. And they left. Because there are certain universal laws that span across all universes, and consent is necessary for that kind of thing. The way that, like, the media and the government and everything get us to get around that rule is because they consider no response as consent. So it's like, they're gonna put this stuff in your face, like the human trafficking or drug trafficking or pedophilia or things like that. They're gonna put it in your face, and if you're not out on the streets picketing, being like, no, I do not consent, then they consider your silence as consent. Almost like if there's a girl and she's too drunk to say no, but you fucking take advantage of her body and have sex with her anyway. She never consented, but she never said no because she was passed out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the movie was extremely disempowering in the sense that it acted like aliens can just abduct you and take advantage of you and, like, eat you and, like, kill you. And I was just like, that is just so far from the truth. Like, why can't they make movies about, like, the aliens doing good things for humanity? Why can't they make movies about aliens coming down and we all get along? Like, they're just trying to put a narrative in your head that it's like us versus them, and like they're gonna come and kill you and you have no control over your body or the situation or your environment, and it's just stupid and I don't like it. And also I've noticed that in movies with bad aliens, they put negative binaural beats. So, like, remember the Travis Scott concert when everyone was saying that he was playing death beats? Everyone was saying that the he was playing these really creepy sounds the whole time, and it was like making people really fucking angry, and like all these fights were breaking out and people were super agitated and stuff because the binaural beats, and he had like a spiral on it and an eye, like he was literally hypnotizing people to be violent before the massacre fucking occurred, which that's what it was a fucking massacre. But yet he's not held accountable or liable at all because he's a famous guy. Woo, he's so rich. Nobody cares anymore. I fucking care. I care about those lives lost. But anyway, just like a binaural beat can heal you, it can also hurt you. And so I find that the movies with bad aliens are usually riddled with fucked up binaural beats that put you in this really fucked up physical state, like trance, to make you very easy to abduct and take. So a lot of us have contracts where we're allowed to be abducted by our star family, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever. Like our spirit guides, essentially our star family, we have contracts for them to abduct us and help us and activate our DNA. Well, negative aliens can take advantage of that fake ass consent and take advantage of your contracts and abduct you and do experiments on you. So like that happened to me the last time I watched Annihilation. Fucking hated it. I hate that movie. I had COVID. I was literally paralyzed by the binaural beats and the pain of COVID and got abducted in the middle of that movie. And so ever since I seen that one, I like knew that about the binaural beats, and then I'll go to watch Nope and it's the same shit. Dutch, I have been watching you for over a year now, and I love and appreciate all the good energy you radiate. Thank you. They want to scare you so you don't know how powerful you are and that you can call them to you. Exactly. Exactly. How do you know which kind of alien / spirits you are connecting to? Oh, also, if there are any physical signs you get it, i.e. get the chills, you know when something is correct or powerful. So, for me, abduction comes in many forms. There's like, just like your soul getting abducted, and then there's like the physical abduction. So, watch that story time. I talked about, what it feels like to almost get physically abducted. Like, it literally feels like in the movies, like how they show you getting like particleized. Like, it's so hard to describe, but it felt like a magnet was pulling apart all of the particles that made up my physical form and like spreading me out and making me really light but also really wonky and dense. Really weird. So that was like physical abduction. And then every time I've been emotionally abducted or like astrally abducted, I will be usually right before I fall asleep. I'll suddenly feel a wave of like lightness over me. It'll feel like my whole body is tingling, and like it'll feel like I'm so light that I could like levitate if I wanted to. And then I'll just all of a sudden hi Nicole, all of a sudden I'll just fall asleep. And then I'll wake up starving, so fucking hungry. And then I'll shoot awake, and I'll run to my kitchen and rip open my refrigerator and eat. That, and I'll be really thirsty. I'll be super thirsty and hungry after my abduction. And another one is clouds and thunder and lightning. Aliens. If there's a storm, there's always going to be aliens around because aliens actually charge their ships with the lightning. But I learned this on my way, and then I had another, I think Elizabeth April confirmed it a little after. She channeled it. But I learned that on my way to Florida because this cloud, I like astral traveled into this cloud that had lightning in it, and there was a ship in there, and I like connected with the aliens, and then the cloud literally followed me all the way to my hotel, and then my whole like apartment cloud, like my whole like space that I was staying in Florida, it got like it got engulfed in clouds and this huge storm ran through and like lightning was crashing, and I should do a story time on that. And then I literally saw aliens all in the room, and like with my real eyes, like I would like turn and see them and then they'd disappear. It was fucking crazy, man. I miss getting abducted. I haven't really had a positive abduction in a while. I think I gotta travel again. I really want to go to Hawaii. I don't know if I want to travel alone, though, to Hawaii. Hello, Nikki. Sorry, dropped out the live yesterday. My phone had died when I was walking. So happy you're on today. Woohoo. This is interesting. Don't know much about the sounds, to be honest. Watched your ASMR the other day. Did you like it? I like doing ASMR. And that's okay, my phone died too. Well, it didn't die. YouTube just did the thing where it like decides that like it's done allowing me to stream. Good, I'm glad you liked it. Do aliens go to cities? Yeah, I was in Miami when that happened. Absolutely, they go to cities. Synchronicity, because I literally just wrote a parody of Country Roads about wanting to leave this planet, ideally, obviously, with my soul family in a UFO. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm glad you loved it. Well, I never knew that about storms and non-physical abductions. Makes so much sense. Thanks for answering. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for asking. I love talking aliens, and I just learned that in October of 2021. I learned that about astral abduction. And okay, I'll tell you the signs that I've experienced of negative abduction. So usually it would be when my guard is down, so maybe I'm drunk, it used to happen to me a lot when I used to take psychedelics. Like after my bad trip, I could no longer comfortably trip, and as soon as I'd get a little bit too out of my body, I would get slammed with a non-consensual negative abduction. So that feels like nausea. It feels like your soul leaving your body. It feels like the spins. Like it feels like you're spinning, like you could vomit. So that energy can also be too, like if you're doing a spell or you're working with a new spirit, sometimes that's the energy of your soul being shot out of your body. It's like the feeling of like your soul, like something so high vibrational touching you or being in your energy that your soul just kind of shoots out of your body because your body's really dense. And then if it happens really fast, it can feel like nausea and the spins, which that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just your body acclimating to a very high vibration. Like when I did a spell for Sasha a couple months ago, it was the entities were so powerful that we both felt that. And I've gotten confirmation as well from Elizabeth April that that is a feeling that other people experience when they're touching an energy that's just really different than what they're used to. But with the negative abductions, you'll usually feel that. You'll feel sick. You'll feel paralyzed. Literally, you won't be able to move. Every time I've been negatively abducted, I've been stuck in a fetal position. I felt sick. I felt unable to move, and every single time I hear lasers, I can't open my eyes, but I'll see like flashing lights. It'll be really dark, and I'll see like purple, usually like purple flashing lights and blue flashing lights, and it'll be really dark, and then I'll hear like literally like the sound of like crunching metal, like or lasers, like wah, wah. These are ugly sounds, sorry, but it's a bad sound, and then you can't escape it, and then you're just like spinning and nauseous and paralyzed, and there's lights flashing in your eyes, but you can't open them, and then you can't stop the sounds, and it's like, that's a negative abduction. But, wait, what? This sounds so much like the bad trip I had on a really bad experience while on edibles. I've told people I wasn't in my body and nobody believed me. No, That's literally the perfect storm. The perfect storm for a negative abduction is a bad trip. Literally. That's the, or like when that, you know, when you're too drunk and you reach that threshold and all of a sudden you're like, uh-oh, I feel like I'm dying, and your soul is like slowly coming out of your body because you're too fucked up. That's like the perfect storm for a negative abduction. So relaxing when I put it on when I was working. Yay! I'm glad you liked it. Alright, I'm going to put on some deodorant because I'm sweating, and then I'm going to talk about the potions and sugars. You know what's crazy is I'm literally like sitting here feeling guilty for like going off about like my boundaries about the spell work, but like I need to not feel guilty because people need to not take advantage of me. Sometimes it's just really hard setting boundaries. Boundaries are hard. All right. Okay, so I've got 2 of each of these potions left. So they went really fast this month. I posted on Instagram and then I talked about it in the live last night, and they're already, a lot are gone. But this is Sex and Date Night potion. So, first of all, with my potions, never eat them. They're not meant to be consumed. They're meant to be considered like perfume. So this is my Sex and Date Night potion. I think it looks so cute. You give it a really good shake. And I like to anoint my arms with it. I like to also, I put a little bit on my neck. So this has pheromones, and it's also just got a bunch of shit in there. Like, I made it obviously into a potion, and it smells like a Tootsie Pop. And this, I put in the description, this is no fucking joke, because literally I put this on before my date, and like I said, he could not fucking keep his hands off of me, even though it wasn't welcomed. But, like, you should be, like, if you're, I don't know. Let's just say it works. It fucking works really, really good, because this man could not keep his fucking hands off of me. Even though I did not enjoy it because he wasn't respectful, he still couldn't keep his hands off me. So, yeah. And it smells like a cherry Tootsie Pop. And so you can put it on your neck, your arms, your chest, your fucking butt cheeks. I'm telling you, your next date night. It's really nice. And you can use it on spell work too. Like if you're trying to get laid, put it on a fucking candle. Put it out as an offering. You can put a bowl of water, put a couple, I do that on my ancestor altar. I'll put out a bowl of water in my grandmother's glass bowl, and I'll put some drops of whatever potion of whatever I'm trying to manifest. Now these are really fucking nice. This is the Sex and Date Night Sugar Scrub. This is meant to be used before your date when you're in the shower. So take this and fucking rub yourself down with it. It's really soft. It also smells really good. It also has pheromones in it. And the cool thing about this jar is, one, I wanted to make sure I had really nice jars so that you could reuse them. Because this glass conducts energy, and so does metal, so does tin. So all the energy that this has been charging in through a full moon cycle, Leo new moon, into the full moon, and through the Lionsgate portal, all of that energy is in this jar. So when you're done with the sugar, you should say, here's what I would do. I would save a little bit at the bottom, and then I would make a sweet jar. So a sweet spell jar where you put all these different sweet things in, or different crystals or whatever. I'm really into jar magic, so like that's what I would do. And then you can feed the jar with incense or candles or anything like that. Or you can use all the sugar from this and don't wash the jar. And then if you want somebody to think very sweetly of you or think very sexy of you or whatever, put their name on a petition, fill this with water, and put their name in the jar with all the remnants of the sugar and the everything. Now you have a spell jar to keep this person sweet on you. If this person's a flake, add some alcohol, because if they're a flake, a lot of times the spell jar will get moldy because they're trying to run away. Put in a little bit of alcohol to keep it from getting moldy and to keep them saturated. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think these are really cool, the sugar scrubs. Also, you can use it if you're doing a candle working. Add a little bit of the sugar to your candle working, then rub yourself down with some of it after, like put it in front of your candle, put a little dish in front of your candle, do your candle working, and then use the sugar in your shower. Also, you can use it as an offering to your spirits. If your spirits like sweet stuff, you can give them the sugar. So that's the sex and date night one. And like I said, it's powerful as hell. Ooh, I have a pink jar with the Lover's Tarot card on it, and you gave me some in my package. Perfect. Fuck yeah! I'm glad that big box got to you, that ridiculously large box. Do you like the big booby lady now that you have her in person? Okay. Next we have the Money and Magnetism Green Fairy. So this is it. It smells like absinthe, like the Green Fairy absinthe, and which just smells like spicy bubblegum. And so this is to attract money and also like people and opportunities. Like magnetism attracts people to you. It attracts job opportunities to you. It attracts anything and everything. Abundance, love, kindness. There's pheromones in all three of these. And so this is really, though, like if you have a connection to the fae, to the fairies, this is fucking powerful. The Green Fairy, she's a little bit tricky. She's a little bit mysterious. This is also a good potion if you want to like move in silence. If you have really big dreams, but you're not ready to like share your dreams with people, but you want to be manifesting them, this is really good for that. I'm actually going to put some of this on right now because why not? Because I love money. Oh, it smells so good. Yeah. This is also a really good hard to get, like to play hard to get, to give you the strength to know your value and your worth and play hard to get. And then I have the sugar scrub, the Money and Magnetism sugar scrub as well. LOL, yes, love your art, but love your art of the booba lady in a special spot right now. Yay! Boobay. Okay. And then the third potion we have is Starseed. I'm really excited for this one. So this one smells like fruity and floral. The colors I was going for, I love how sparkly this one is too. It's extra sparkly, and actually all this one and the Money one have glow in the dark crystals in them. But yeah, so the Starseed potion, it's actually been connecting me to like my inner teenager, like my angsty like 2000s teenager and preteen. And this was like one of my favorite colors, the like this like, oh, it's so fucking pretty, this like bluish greenish teal. So it smells so good. I'm actually gonna put some of this on too. It smells so good. It smells like fruity and whoa, spilled some on my floor. It smells like fruity and floral, And this is for Starseed connection. So this is to connect you to your star family, to interdimensionals, to different gods and goddesses, anything that's in another dimension. This will connect you to it. It will also open up your third eye and your crown chakra to help you be more of a clear channel. It will activate your DNA. If you use it before bed, it will give you like prophetic dreams, help you astral travel, help you lucid dream. Just put it on with the intention to lucid dream. Use it as an offering on your altar. Use it in spell work, whatever. But I'm really into the Starseed one. I think it's really cool. And then I have the Starseed Sugar Scrub as well. And if all of these are, hey Em, if all of these are too expensive for you, like if you want to try it but you don't have the money to buy an actual potion or sugars, I have bars of soap too. So each of the bars of soap has the same intention set in them, and I have some really cool shapes on there too. So that's this month's sugars and potions. I have, like I said, I have 2 of each potion left. They went pretty fast this month, but I still got some of the sugars, and I got some of the sugars and lots of bars of soap. So yeah, if you want to try any of it. And whatever you buy I got off of it when I was, after COVID, I didn't have samples in my boxes, and I apologize for that, guys, because I was so fucked up from COVID. But now I'm starting to put samples back in the boxes because I was able to actually make some. Money, money, money. What's up, Tia? How you doing? Did the mods kick out that one guy last night? I think so. The weird man that was like, my wife has a terrible stench after she's in the garden. Is he banned? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. He was weird. He was like, I'm just trying to relate. I think there was just a language barrier and he didn't know how to, like, I don't think he knew what we were talking about. He was like, I'm just trying to have friends. And we were like, don't talk shit about your wife. I do ship to Europe. I do. Shipping's a little expensive because it's expensive for me to ship it, but I do ship to Europe. I for real couldn't take that seriously. I know, he was weird, right? He was super weird. He was a fucking weird guy. He was like, to connect. I'm looking to connect with people. My wife smells bad after she works in the garden. Yeah. It is weird. Sometimes it gets weird on live. Yeah, so random is correct. Alright, I gotta get going. I'm going for a hike with my mom. Stench. Yeah, she has a terrible stench. He didn't say that. LOL. No, I forgot about that. As quick as it came, it went. No, okay. Also, I got a comment about me saying something about Bible thumpers. Listen, I'm not saying that to any of my clients or people who watch me. If you are into the Bible, I'm also into the Bible. I just don't like, you know, when the people come out of the woodwork and they're like, you're going to hell. That's what I mean when I say a Bible thumper. Like the people that come on and are like, you're going to hell, burn the witch. That I have a problem with. If you're a Christian and you're not bothering anybody and you just love the Bible, I don't fucking have a problem with you. It's only when you get in my face and tell me like I'm a demon and shit that I'm like, no, I don't like you. Leave me alone. Alright guys, I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out with me though. I hope you have a beautiful day. I love you guys very, very much, and I'll see you soon. Yeah, the Puritan culture, exactly. But that religion feels like the word I keep getting from spirit is controlled opposition. Like religion is controlled opposition. So there are pieces of the truth in there, but most of it is controlled. It's like another form of government. Huh? Pick up your mystic cross and follow me was Jesus teaching palmistry. Interesting. Have a good day. Thanks for coming on Lice. Just kidding, coming on live. Yeah, thanks for hanging with me. Yes, exactly. Toxic and perverted. Love you, girl. Immerse yourself in nature. Woohoo! I love you guys. Alright, bye-bye. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye. Have a beautiful night. Like from fucking Adult Swim. Alright, bye-bye. Love you guys.